You know, in every single debate, there's one speaker whose secret mission is to completely change the game. And today, we're gonna crack that code. All right, let's just jump right in. Picture this, your teammate has just finished speaking. They've laid out all your main points. It's a solid start, right? But then, your opponent gets up. They've just spent their time trying to tear down your case and, of course, build up their own. Suddenly, the pressure's mounting. And now, silence. Everyone's looking right at you. It's your turn to speak. So what do? What's your play here? So in our last explainer, we talked all about the first speaker. But this moment, this is where everything changes. It's no longer just a series of speeches. It's a real live showdown. Just to recap, right? The first speaker's job is pretty straightforward. They get up there, they present the main arguments, and they basically build your team's entire case from scratch. But your job? Oh, it's totally different. It's way more dynamic. You've got a two-part mission. And honestly, it all comes down to two simple words: respond and build. Yep, that's it. Just two jobs. But trust me, getting these two things right is everything. It's how you grab control of the entire debate. Okay, and this part is absolutely critical. Job number one is always to respond to what your opponent just said. We call this rebuttal. And only after you've done that, then you move on to job number two, bringing in your own new powerful ideas to back up your team. And that right there is why your role is so huge. You're like the connective tissue of the whole debate. You're the one who links everything together. You defend, you attack, and you build. This is the exact point where it stops being just a bunch of speeches and turns into a real competitive battle. Okay, so theory is great and all, but let's see this mission in action. What does this respond and build thing actually sound like when you're up there speaking? So let's say your opponent just made a really solid point. They said, homework improves learning. Pretty straightforward, right? So, what do? You don't just ignore it. No way. You tackle it head on. You might say something like, my opponent makes a fair point about homework and learning, but what they're not considering is that too much homework leads to stress and burnout, which actually makes it less effective. Boom, you've just responded. And now you build. Right after that response, you add your own new argument. And on top of that, all that homework eats into the time kids need for other crucial things, like sports, music, or just being with their family, things that are just as important for growing up. See how that works? You responded, and then you built your own case even stronger. Okay, now this is super important because for this specific role, there is a very clear right way and a very, very common wrong way to do things. And honestly, knowing the difference is what separates a good second speaker from an absolutely great one. So what's the big mistake? The number one trap people fall into? It's ignoring what your opponent just said. If you just get up there and read off your prepared notes, you're not actually debating. You're just giving another speech. You're talking at them, not to them. And this really breaks it down, doesn't it? A bad speaker, they might just repeat what their teammate already said. Nothing new is added, and the debate just stalls out. But a good speaker, they are the ones who respond directly to the other side. And then they add new supportive ideas. They're the ones who actually push the whole debate forward. Okay, enough of me talking. It's your turn. We're going to put you in the hot seat right now with a little challenge. Ready? You're up. You are the second speaker.
So here's the scenario. Your opponent gets up and says, with all the confidence in the world, school uniforms improve discipline.
Okay, the floor is yours. Using that respond and build formula we talked about, what do you say? Give me one response to their point and one brand new idea of your own. Go ahead. You can even pause here and really think about it. All right, nice work. Now let's make sure all this stuff really sticks. Time for a quick knowledge check to lock in what we've learned. All right, question one. What are the two main jobs of the second speaker? Is it A, just ask questions, B, respond and add ideas, or C, just listen? And for question two, what should a good second speaker always do first? A, introduce their new ideas, B, respond to the opponent, or C, give their conclusion. All right, let's see how you did. For question one, the answer is, of course, B, respond and add ideas. That's your whole mission right there. And for question two, the keyword was first. The answer is B. You have to respond to your opponent first. That's what turns a speech into a real debate. So there you have it. As the second speaker, you're not just another voice. You're the engine of the debate. You're the one driving everything forward by responding and building. But what happens when your only job is to attack, to take apart your opponent's case piece by painful piece? Well, that's what we're tackling next time when we master the art of the rebuttal speaker. You're not going to want to miss it.